Hello Woolly Clubbers, it's been a long time since we've seen one another, so I thought maybe you haven't been knitting, don't blame you, but if you have, I want to show you how to make a pencil case. Let me just find the button. We're going to make this one here, and I have chosen some blue for that part, I've chosen some cream for that part, and I've chosen some red for that part. You don't have to do that, you can use any colours you want. Okay, you will also need a zip. Now, see if Mum and Dad have got an old pair of trousers that you can cut the zip out of, or Big Brother's outgrown his trousers, you can cut the zip out of that. Mine's purple, you won't go with any of these, but I'm not fussed, it's a pencil case. You can choose, see if you can find a zip first, okay, and choose any colour walls you want to. You will need some knitting needles, obviously. Size 5mm if you can find some. If you can't, pound round, I've got 4mm, loads of them. So 4mm will do, 6 will do. We can adjust at the end when it comes to sewing the zip in. Okay, you need a roughly 7 to 8 inch zip, 6 can do, 9 can do. We will adjust it at the end of the sewing. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I'm going to use my main wool, and as usual we knot together. I'm just going to adjust the camera so you can see a bit better. So we are going to knot the wool onto the 2 needles like I showed you how to do, and the pattern says cast on 30 stitches. Now I'm going to remind you, because you might not have been knitting all this time you've been off. Hope you've been enjoying your lockdown. Okay, so we go up, put the wool between the 2 needles, pull down, and then we're going to slide it onto the other needle. That's my first stitch. Then again we do the same again, around, down, and slide it on. Now you do know how to do this, so I don't need to take my time on this bit, but you need 30 of these, so go ahead and make your 30 stitches. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you've got 4mm or 6mm, we will adjust the zip and sewing at the end, and you could even sew your initials on. I'll show you how to do that at the end of too. In this pattern you do need to learn how to purl, so I will show you step by step how to purl. You will need to do a pass over slip stitch. You will need to decrease, and obviously cast off, which you all know how to cast off. We're only going to do this step by step, so today we're just going to do the main part, and then I'll make a different tutorial to show you the next part, because we need to do that slowly, step by step. And I'm also going to show you how to read patterns. Okay, I'm just going to check to see if I've got 30. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29, 30. Right, before I go any further, I am going to show you the pattern. I don't know if you can see that very well. I'm not very good at this camera lock. Here we are here. And it says to cast on 30 stitches. Okay, now we're going to move up to this bit here, and it says first row K to end. K means knit, so we're going to knit the first row. Remember, you can pause the video at any time while you're doing yours. Okay, so we don't knit the first stitch because it makes a nice neater edge. Well, we do on the first row, so I forgot that. So we knit the first row as quickly as I can. Now the first row is always trickiest because it's a bit tight. It's easier the more you the more the rows. Nearly the end there. Almost done. 3 more to go. 1, 2, 3. Right, now I want to show you the next step. The next step says knit K2, which means knit the first 2 stitches, purl to the last 2 stitches, and then knit 2. So purl. First of all, I've got to knit my first 2. Remember, don't knit the first one. So knit 1, knit 2, it just makes it a nice neater edge. Now I'm going to show you how to purl. I'm going to do it so that, okay, so now when you knit, you have your wool this side, okay, and you go up to knit and then round and down. But when you're purling, you have to have the wool towards you, next to your chest, your belly. So the wool is this side, not the other side, this side. So you're going to go down. For knit, you go up. For purl, you go down. Okay, so we go down, put the wool round, so go over the top and put the wool round. And when you knit, you go down, but when you go purl, you go up. And there's the new stitch, there's the old stitch, and you slide it off. Let me show you that again. So first of all, we go down the stitch, not up. We're going down. Then you hold the needles with your hand and take your wool and go over. Hold your wool with your needle, okay, and then you go up. There's your new stitch, take it off the old stitch. Let me show you again. Down, put your wool round. Can't show you without getting my arm in the way. All round, and then up and off. Down. I can't do this. Around, up, off. Down, around, up, off. Down, I'm doing very well here, round, up, off. Have a go at doing that purl stitch all the way until you get to the last 2 stitches, then you knit 2 stitches. If you're not sure, rewind and go back to that bit. Or would you like me to show you again? I'll show you again further on. Okay, so we go. So remember, the wool is next to you, not the other side. We go down, we put the wool round. You see the wool's gone round. Let me show you here. The wool goes round, and then you go up and slide the old stitch off. Might be better if I go around that way. And off. Go down and then around, pull the wool round over the top, so go up and slide off. Does that help? And just keep going until you get to the last 2 stitches. It doesn't matter if you want to do every row knit. You can do every row knit, just that if you do every row knit, when it comes to doing with the the decreasing, you'll have to pay attention, because when I say pearl or whatever, you've got to remember it's knit for you. But have a go at the pearl, because it does make a lovely knitting pattern. Right, I've got to my last 2 stitches. I'm now going to put the wool to the front, not near me, the other way, and do my 2 knit stitches. Alright. So that's how long the body will be. Pretty much. It looks very long in that picture, but it's not that long. Right. I'm just going to show you the pattern here. Okay. And the first row said knit to end. The second row says knit 2, purl to the last 2 stitches, then knit 2. K is knit, remember? P is purl. Okay. Then it says repeat these 2 rows until work measures 20.5 centimeters or 8 inches. Okay. Long. Ending with a purl row, so you finish on that purl row. So I've just put that here to remind you. First row is knit, second row you knit 2, purl to the last 2 stitches, then knit 2, then you continue to do these two rows until 20.5 centimeters, 8 inches, whichever way you want to look at it, and finish with the purl row. Stop there and wait for the next tutorial. Alright, hopefully by then I've got better at doing it. Okay, woolly clubbers, I'll see you soon. Happy knitting.